Hello everyone. For this week's discussion board, I want to discuss Christianity and its impact on the American founding. The founding of this country, as well as the framing of many key political documents of this nation, rests upon a Christian foundation. Many escaped to this newfound world in hopes to escape persecution and worship freely. The Puritan settlers had fled England, where Archbishop William Laud had persecuted them because they refused to subscribe to religious beliefs and practices that they deemed to be unscriptural. In America, they were free to worship according to God's rule. These Puritans organized a Christian state. In 1639, a group of these New England Puritans drafted a constitution affirming their faith in God and their intention to organize a Christian nation. These delegates drew up the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut, which made clear that their government rested on divine authority and pursued godly purposes. But Christianity didn't stop there. In the later years, which can be seen in our nation's constitution, church and state was deemed as a need to be separated. But the founders of the nation still saw how important Christianity was, and it can be seen in a lot of their speeches and works of these founding fathers. For example, George Washington, the first president of the United States, believed that people should elect and support leaders with character and integrity. He was a firm believer that a good leader has to have high moral standards and integrity in order to lead a nation successfully. In his farewell address, he stated, and I quote, "Of all the dispositions and habits which led to political prosperity, religion and morality are indispensable supports." He felt that by a belief in religion and the use of religion, it's impossible not to be supported. However, this isn't the only example of Christianity that can be seen in the founding of the nation. John Adams, the second president of the United States, saw the need for religious values to provide the moral baseline for society. He stated in a letter to the officers of the 1st Brigade of the 3rd Division of the Militia of Massachusetts, and I quote, "We have no government armed with power, capable of contending with human passions, unbridled by morality and religion. Avarice, ambition, revenge, or gallantry would break the strongest cords of our Constitution as a whale goes through a net. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other." This to me states again the importance of religion and of a moral and religious person, just as George Washington stated. However, this isn't the only example of Christianity that can be seen with our founding either. 200 years after the establishment of the Plymouth colony in 1620, Americans gathered at that site to celebrate its bicentennial. Daniel Webster was the speaker at this 1820 celebration. He reminded those in attendance of the nation's origins. He said, "Let us not forget the religious character of our origin. Our fathers were brought hither by their high veneration for the Christian religion. They journeyed by its light and labored in its hope. They sought to incorporate its principles with the elements of their society and to diffuse its influence through all their institutions, civil, political, or literary." This just shows to me again another example of how important Christianity was. It played a vital role in the building blocks of this nation. Not only did America provide a safe haven for people to come to worship freely the way they deemed fit, but in turn, Christianity provided America with so much also. This nation was founded with Christian building blocks, and I believe it stands firm today because of these building blocks that many relied on to build such a successful nation. Thank you.